The Los Angeles Lakers are reportedly interested in trading for a $104 million All-Star and NBA champion if he becomes available on the trade market. Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus reported on January 25 that the Lakers will be one of the teams trying to acquire Fred VanVleet if the Toronto Raptors look to get value for him in a trade before the deadline. Either the Raptors and VanVleet will extend their marriage, or the team will look to get value for him in a trade before the deadline, Pincus wrote. If it's the latter, several playoff contenders, at least teams that consider themselves playoff contenders, would have interest, such as the Miami Heat, Los Angeles Lakers, Los Angeles Clippers, Minnesota Timberwolves, Dallas Mavericks, Phoenix Suns and Washington Wizards. So, too, would the Orlando Magic, per multiple NBA sources. But first, if you are new to the Lakers news channel, take advantage and subscribe so you don't miss the latest news that happens in the world of basketball. We are always bringing you firsthand here. Enjoy and like this video, so that YouTube continues to bring you the latest Lakers news in the world of basketball. VanVleet signed a 4-year, $85 million contract with the Raptors in November 2020. The Wichita State product is making $21.3 million this season. He has a player option worth $22.8 million for next season. Pincus reported that VanVleet, 28, is expected to decline his 2023-24 player option and enter unrestricted free agency this summer. The Toronto Raptors have underperformed for most of the season, with several competing franchises hopeful they will look to restructure their roster for the future, Pincus wrote. Most notably, Fred VanVleet is nearly 29 and in the final year of his contract. He has a $22.8 million option for 2023-24 that many in the industry expect him to decline. How can the Lakers acquire Fred VanVleet? Under CBA rules, the Lakers can trade Patrick Beverley, Lonnie Walker IV and draft picks to the Raptors for VanVleet. Toronto could be interested in Beverley and Walker IV if it decides to tear down its roster and move VanVleet since both Lakers players are on expiring contracts. VanVleet is averaging 19.1 points, 4.3 rebounds and 6.3 assists this season while shooting 38.9% from the field, 34.1% from beyond the arc and 90.1% from the free throw line. He has hit 117 three-pointers. Beverley and Walker IV have combined to make 113 threes for the Lakers. VanVleet would be a great fit next to LeBron James and Anthony Davis since he can shoot from the perimeter and create his own shot off the dribble. There's a way for the Lakers to acquire Fred VanVleet and get rid of Russell Westbrook in a December 25 column called NBA Trade Ideas for Every Christmas Day Team. Bleacher Report's Dan Favale proposed that the Lakers trade Max Christie, Juan Toscano Anderson, Russell Westbrook, a 2026 first-round pick swap, a 2027 first-round pick unprotected, a 2028 first-round pick swap and 2029 first-round pick unprotected, to the Raptors for Chris Boucher, Gary Trent Jr. and VanVleet. Linking up with the Raptors might offer a safe haven. Toronto has become trendy candidates to blow it up in recent weeks, and for good reason, Favale wrote. Its play has collectively cratered, and the roster is about to get more expensive. Trent, player option, and VanVleet, player option, are free agents this summer, and both OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam will be extension eligible. The Lakers don't make this trade unless they want and are sure they can keep both Trent and VanVleet long-term. That shouldn't be a problem. Trent is a disruptive defender, albeit too risk-inclined, who injects functional variance into the half-court offense. VanVleet's efficiency has taken a nosedive, but he's not even a full year removed from making his first All-Star appearance and generating all-defense buzz. Going on 29 in February, his shooting slump isn't necessarily a perma-decline. The NBA trade deadline is February 9th. The Lakers are in 13th place in the West, while the Raptors are in 12th place in the East.